Hi everybody, hopefully you can hear me. Sorry if it's echoing, sorry if anything. I'm literally just removed everything possible from the system, so all you're getting is a camera and possibly a chat box. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this pans out. But I am using a toaster to do this, so may struggle. But fingers crossed, let's. Oh. Da, 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 da. It's not telling me I'm missing any frames, so hopefully it's all good. Fortunately, I'm also using shitty internet, so I have no one in chat at the moment to check with to see if I am in fact live. So hopefully someone's able to chat and we'll check. But yeah, I say, how is everyone today? Hope we're all doing good. Hopefully I'm not detecting much going on with the stream at the moment. I mean, we're not even doing anything and I'm already chewing up 79% of my CPU. Because I don't have a graphics card in the laptop, so it's integrated, so the CPU and yeah. Basically, this is turning up a lot, but hopefully it's coming through at your end all good. Let me know if it's not, and I will try to adjust occasionally, or we might just have to say, yeah, no, this was a great idea, but maybe when I've got a better laptop, we'll consider it. So yeah, what we're going to be doing today is, welcome back to First Cam. So as I move, it'll move with me and trace around the kitchen. Hopefully it won't decide to track my butt again and just focus on that, which is a pity for Vit, I'm sure. But for the rest of you, this is what it'll be. No, it looks like everything's settled and it's running happily now, which is all good. I'm gonna have chat up over my phone now, so I can see chat on my phone, so I keep that with me. Yeah, so I thought because I missed the stream on Monday and you guys seem to enjoy me cooking, I thought I'd reward you with some cooking. Subtle difference though is this time I'll be cooking at work in the professional kitchen, and if that doesn't work, I will be doing well, no, what do you mean if it doesn't work? But it is for work, so unfortunately we're not going to be doing nice things that you probably guys should know, etc. It's just going to be things that I need to do for work, but I'll be trying to talk you through them, show you what I do and etc. So, you know, might be a dish that you're interested in learning how to make, might not be. The proof's going to be in the pudding, as they say, and lo and behold, of course, we're doing puddings. So, first thing I've got on my list today is I'm going to make some creme brulee. Slight difference to normal though is, unfortunately, I am not cooking the brulee today. I will just be preparing the mix, getting it nice and flavoured and ready, preparing the batter basically, and then I'll be cooking that tomorrow, work-wise, so we'll not be cooking it today on stream. So we're going to make some creme brulee. I'll be making a very, very large batch, so, well, I say a very large batch. Probably a larger batch than you guys need. So you will not be needing to worry about that. Ooh. Sorry, I've just put my phone on to see what's going on and check that everything's good. And it does appear that I am live and I'm working, despite the fact that none of you are around to tell me, which is a pity. So yeah, let's get cracking on with some creme brulee, because I've only got a couple hours and I've got to do some work. So yeah, creme brulee, very, very simple. We're just going to make the basic mix. Follow me around the kitchen, you'll probably see things like good old-fashioned recipe books. So we're chefs, we write everything down. And I've got hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of recipes that you can't see because the camera's looking at my face. Let me write that down onto, hopefully, I'll put it on the desk for you. Camera's going to jump down. Hey, look, perfect. I mean, it's upside down, but we have hundreds upon hundreds of recipes. Just what we do. We like to have everything written down so we can do the same every day. And then there's handmade twists etc., etc. Right, we're just going to do our regular creme brulee. Now, I don't know if you can see this or if it's upside down for you. It is not upside down for you. That's good. So, whether you can see it or not, creme brulee, for the recipe in the size I'm doing, I'm going to be using 2 kilos of cream, a kilo of milk, 640 grams of egg yolks, 300 grams of sugar, and then I'm being fairly lazy and we're just going to do a vanilla creme brulee. So I will be putting a few 100 grams ish of vanilla bean paste into the cream to infuse. At least I think that's the plan. I have to check to see if we've got any vanilla. So I will leave you looking at the recipes and you can enjoy those. I'll be back shortly. Okay, typically, chef has asked me to make something, but we didn't actually order it, so I don't have any vanilla. So I'll be making a plain creme brulee and I'll be adding the vanilla to my mix tomorrow. But it doesn't mean that you can't follow along and do stuff anyway. It's fairly simple. Okay, so back on face, let's put the recipe to one side and let's go get some ingredients. So we want some cream, milk, yolks and sugar. Yolks and sugar, cream, milk, yolks and sugar, and yeah, a little bit of first cam. Is it going to follow me back? Yeah, of course it is. That's what we like to see. Okay. Cream, milk, eggs and sugar. Cream, milk, eggs and sugar. Cream, milk, eggs and sugar. And follow me again, please. There we go. And then I'm going to want my scales, which I keep up here. It's what we call prepared. This is 1000% what we call prepared. Lots of me walking around grabbing ingredients because I set up for this. I swear I did. Honest, I did. It's what we do. Oh, camera's lost me. No, camera, I'm here. Come back. Camera. Okay, let's put you back on the desk. There you go. See my pan. There we go. Why not? So, pan, as I say, I got the wrong pan because I'm being special. We want a bigger pan, big enough to hold all the ingredients, so you might not be able to see much. But, you know, you can hear my lovely dulcet tones coming through, hopefully. So yeah, as I say, 2 kilos of cream going into the pan. Yep. Fairly easy. 1 kilo there. And I'm using just bog standard double cream. You can use whichever cream you fancy. There's literally no reason or rhyme or reason to use anything else. You know, there's no benefit for using single cream or for using heavy cream or whipping cream or anything. We just use double cream for lots and lots of things, so we have lots of it to hand. Then I'm just going to put in 1 kilo of milk. Now, I say, for reference, this is probably going to make me around about, I'm going to say 30 portions. I'm just putting it on an electric stove, just to warm up slowly. And then, I forgot to post in Discord. I apologise. Yeah, I had to turn everything right the way down and disable everything. And even this 720p stream is running at like 75% of my CPU's life. So yeah, we're going to get a bowl. I say, and in that bowl we're going to put 300 grams of sugar. And again, this is for a large recipe, so you're going to have to make notes and shrink it according to how many you want to make. As I say, I think this is going to make about 30 portions for me. So yeah, you probably might want to shrink it by a lot. And then, if I get the camera back on me, hopefully. No, camera up, up. Oh. Hi, I'm here. Can you follow me up? No, the AI doesn't want to work. Hey Tom, welcome on in. Let's kind of fix the camera. It's fighting me again. Up we come. Up we come. There we go. A bit more. Oh, still going. Can you stop please? Thank you. I'm going to get it on screen. Hi, and then hopefully is it going to track me? No, it's not going to track me. Which is really annoying because it's supposed to be tracking me. Can you track the person on screen, please, camera? No, it can't. This is really not handy. Track me, please. There we go. It's tracking me again. Finally. So yeah, we get these things. Basically, it's just pasteurized egg yolk. Someone's done all the splitting for me. I don't have to worry about it. I believe you can get them in Tesco's and other supermarkets. Just saves you having to crack eggs. But I need 640 grams, which you get about 20 grams per yolk from a fresh egg. So you can do the math. I cannot be bothered to. So all I'm going to do is weigh my 640. Which is pretty much going to be all of what I've got left. In fact, I might be a little bit short. No, don't be short. Come on. 5 grams, 4 grams, 3, 2. Okay, I actually ended up with 1 gram over, which is fine. So, bin that for now. And look at him all professional dress. I need Vit. No, we don't need Vit here because I got the first can. You can enjoy the VOD. It's already followed me once upstairs. So now I've actually got people in chat. How's the audio? Because I've had to crank every now and then. I've still, the way this kitchen works, it's a gas kitchen, but it's regulated. I will not have any gas if I don't have the fan in the background going. No gas, no cooking. Audio good? Tis good, yeah? Tis very good, yeah. Okay. Alright, and you can follow me around the kitchen. It's probably going to stop because it's going to go out of the range of the camera. Oh no, it found me because I had to go all the way back there for a whisk. You kind of need a whisk when you're cooking. It's one of those ingredients. You just came back from walking, then you missed me again. Nah, don't do that. Right, so the brulee, I really wish I had a remote control for the camera so I could just click it onto the big one. I'm not whisking, I'm using a whisk, but I'm not whisking. Let me put you on it. Test view, please. Hopefully, there we go. So I'll push it as close as I can. So I'm not whisking, I am using a whisk, but I'm not like whisking. I'm just dissolving the sugar and the yolks together. I want the sugar dissolved in the yolks. That's it. Nothing special. Just dissolving the sugar in the yolks. Pick me up. Follow me. Yep. That's the only problem, I say it. It takes a bit too long for anything to happen when I do stuff. Okay. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a lag as well because I've just got Nicole saying it's good. So apologies, I can't do anything about the internet. I'm at work. The work internet is crap because I'm in the middle of the Cotswolds. So be grateful I have internet at all because I don't have normal phone reception here. I'm in one of the few black spots left. You know, I'm in one of the place Y02 and everyone says 99.9% coverage. I'm in the 0.1. And they won't fix it because they won't. That's what they say. Oh, hello knights. Welcome on in. Okay, so assuming our cream is boiled, which it has not, so we're just going to let that go for a little bit. What else we need to do for a brulee? So normally I'd have the vanilla in there. I forgot to buy any, so I don't have any. I'm just going to add mine tomorrow because I'm not going to be cooking this mix today. I'm just getting the custard ready now, so it's easy to cook tomorrow. So we've got milk and cream, bring it to the boil, and then we're going to put it into our egg and sugar mix. Just dissolve all, we're going to pass it, and then I'm going to tub it up and reserve it for next time. You guys, if you want, you could pour it into your dishes and cook it in a bain-marie. Other videos on YouTube will be around to show you exactly how it's done, the cooking side of it. But the method is very simple. Cream, milk, eggs, sugar. Okay, assuming your milk's boiled. Mine hasn't because I don't need it to. It doesn't do anything. The only time you'd have to boil it is if I had the vanilla in here, that would help it infuse. I don't. I'm going to have to put it in there tomorrow and give it more time. And if you had, well, if you were intending to cook it today, by having it boiling, you've already got some heat in it, so it'll cook quicker. Again, I'm going to be whacking this whole thing in the fridge. Putting heat in it now is not necessary. So let's put you on the bottom cam again. There we go. And then all you do, just slowly pour in. Yours will be hot, so at this point I would stop and just stir quickly, just to keep it from scrambling. Not that it necessarily will scramble, but because you've got cold eggs, warm cream, it's going to bring the two. The ambient temperature is going to be below scramble point, but you never know. So before you just chuck in too much cream in one hit. And then you just get a lovely yellow custard, hopefully with not too many bubbles. And that's part one. And then part two is, what we're going to do is we're going to pass this bad boy. So let me put you back on AI tracking. There we go. And then you get to watch me, because I set up this so perfectly that, you know, unfortunately everyone was late to the stream, which is my fault for not pointing out a real letter that's back up. Yeah, I had to go up and downstairs a few times grabbing all the ingredients because smart person didn't have them ready. So you get to watch Buckham as I disappear upstairs again. I'll be back very shortly. Here I go again on my own. And I'm still being tracked. Yep. And I'm still being seen. So the camera has decided to lose its first. It's no longer firsty cam. So sorry, Vit. The camera has learnt there is more to life than just the butt. There really is, I swear. So all we're going to do, we're going to just pass this mix through the finest sieve you've got. I've got a conical chinois, I think we call them, and the main reason is just to filter out any bits of egg that decided not to dissolve, and there's bits of egg in it anyway, so if I just turn it to desk view quickly, I don't know if it's clear on that, but you see those like yellow blots? That's all egg. That's egg that didn't want to dissolve in your mix, which is fine. That's just what it is. But we sieve that out anyway because we want a nice smooth custard. And then I'm going to go put this up and you get more bubble cap. Because up there's my washing up area. It's around the corner so you can't see it. I don't know what. Hey, this is just for me. Little trick I learned a long time ago is milk cartons are incredibly handy for storing stuff in. I store my soups in them, I store my sauces in them, my stocks in them. I'm going to store some brulee custard in there. I say, it's only had milk in it. It's bad to have eggs, milk, cream, and sugar. Egg, milk, cream, and yeah, eggs, milk, cream, and sugar in it. So, yeah, as long as it's rinsed out thoroughly, and I have no intention of ever putting anything in it that doesn't already contain dairy, for the dairy allergy sufferers out there. You know, it's just a handy tub to have. It's like ice cream tubs. We're forever washing up and keeping ice cream tubs because they're a very, very handy size. And let's face it, at £2 a tub, I don't want to buy in a plastic tub every time I want to store something. It's expensive, unnecessarily expensive. So yeah, so I'm just going to store mine till tomorrow when I can get some vanilla, which I'll add to it, and then tomorrow night I will be cooking off the mix. If you wanted to store your custard, you can. I say, obviously, that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's good for 2 to 3 days raw. I mean, like all things, every ingredient in there is good to 2 to 3 days. I mean, you can get longer life milk, longer life cream, and literally the shortest day of all of them is the one I would keep it to, as long as you're looking after it. That should be fine. Now you watch, I'm going to get 100 complaints and a visit from the HO going, "You said you can keep this for 3 days." I'm like, well, strictly speaking, according to you guys, I can keep anything for 5 days. I said 3 as a scapegoat. But yeah, so I've got my 2 milk jugs of custard ready to go that I'll be putting vanilla in, and yeah, that's my creme brulee for work, ready to rock and roll. And Jimmy's hungry. Well, I'm glad you're hungry, Jimmy. Unfortunately, that's not something I'm cooking today. That is just me making a brulee mix because I'm at work. So trade-off is I have to do things for work. I can't use work kitchen, cook you nice stuff, or cook what you want me to cook for you because, yeah, it seems a bit cheeky. So yeah, let's go put this away. And I'm back, and am I being tracked? Yep, still being tracked. And yeah, apologies Tom, I had to disable chili beans because I didn't bring them with me. I probably could have done, but I thought I'm already carrying up a laptop, a microphone, a camera, a stand, I don't want any more shit. I got chicken dish on the stove waiting for those, so that helps. You order some groceries, so we'll make something of it once it comes. Ooh, nice. Right. The Bane. Why did the camera? Okay, everyone enjoy Mike Cam. I don't know why I decided to go onto Mike Cam. There we go. I'm back. The bane of every kitchen is you need these. Everything got to be labelled. So, Sharpies, gold dust. Keep on you all times. So we got our item, which is brulee mix. Today's date is the 22nd of the 10th, and the use by is going to be the 25th of the 10th. Which is means to say that on the 25th, we cook it or we lose it. Which, in fact, I've got 2 milk jugs. You'd think is a lot. It's really not. I will probably cook both of these tomorrow. Even though it's 30 portions. Hi, I'm a restaurant. 30 portions is maybe 3 services. Because I'm not even that big a restaurant. Jimmy's got a nice block of parmesan. Omelette with truffle pasta and parmigiano cheese. And there's still pancetta. Well, if you've got pancetta, wouldn't you do a carbonara? I mean, I know strictly speaking it's supposed to be like pig cheek, but yeah. Any bit of nice cured pork works for me. I mean, I use bacon. And then, like I say, straight into a fridge. Well, I say straight into the fridge. Mine's going straight into the fridge because I didn't boil my cream. You guys, if you've boiled your cream, let it cool down a little bit first. But if you're going to keep it and not cook it immediately, get it in the fridge as soon as you can. You want to give it maybe at most an hour at room temperature to cool down a bit, and then in the fridge. If you put it straight in the fridge, it will steam, will condensate, and you'll get water in your mix. Water and egg custards don't mix. But on Tish, I use the word mix twice. Confusing. I made pumpkin gnocchi today for tomorrow's lunch, and they are still all Parmesan cheese nice. I mean, you don't have to do traditional carbonara. As I, Jimmy, I don't actually like traditional carbonara with the egg yolk and the parmesan. It's just very. I'm your typical ruined Brit. I want wet, saucy pasta. So what I tend to do, this is my recipe for carbonara. It's English. It is far from carbonara. Italians should lynch me for it, but it tastes good. Is I'll take some garlic butter. Now my garlic butter is 3 cloves of garlic per half pack of butter. Just mince and mix through, but anyway. So take some garlic butter into a frying pan, fry off some onions, some mushrooms, and some bacon. Just fry that off until the bacon's starting to crisp and everything else is just nice and sauteed. Deglaze that pan with white wine. Let the white wine reduce by about half. And then chuck in a load of cream, about the same amount as wine as you did the cream. Let that come to the boil. Add your salt and your pepper. Add some Parmesan cheese. Let that dissolve in there, and just keep that reducing until it's nice and thick and creamy. And then just coat your pasta in that. Then you've got like basically you got a white wine cream sauce with bacon, mushroom, and Parmesan. It's not carbonara, but it is good. Purists will tell that Gunshield is. Yeah, I know. Purists are purists. It's cooking. You're not killing anyone with the ingredient. It's not particularly disgusting in the ingredient. And by disgusting, I mean that cheese that's got maggots in it. Why? That just makes no sense. I mean, I'm not a big fan of blue cheese either. Let's take cheese, which is already a mold. Add more mold. But yeah, it's cooking. As long as it tastes nice, people got the ingredients, you know. It's like pineapple on pizza. Some people hate it, say, oh, it's not traditional, you know, you serve pineapple on a pizza in Naples and you get lynched and blah, 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 blah. As long as you enjoy it, who's it hurting? No one. And regarding to those pineapple pizza haters, yeah, pineapple should never be on pizza. I find it hilarious. My brother-in-law is of Sicilian descent. Yeah. He's born in England, but his parents are purebred Sicilians. Yeah, Italian as they come. He hates the idea of pineapple pizza, loathes it with a passion, cannot stand it, thinks it's a disgrace to pizza. Yeah, his parents, the purebred Sicilians, swear by it. They love it. They think it's a great idea. So, you know, you've got the actual Sicilians who love it, and the Sicilian wannabe / descendant hating it and being a purist. Takes all sorts. That's what we call hoboing a recipe. Doing my own thing. I mean, the strict on the recipe, it varies. Like, I have to be strict on the recipe because I need consistency. You know, you come here, you have a good food, you want to come back and have the same food and it be as good. If I hobo it every time, I'm not saying it's going to be nice, but it's not going to be what you had last time. There'll be a minute change. You know, there'll be minute changes anyway. You know, a pinch of salt is not a pinch of salt, but there'll be changes. And it's not, I'm on a different level, just people have got different expectations. If I'm cooking at home, well, noodles on toast aside, I don't follow a recipe. I just, yeah, chuck in what I think I like. Like, what was that, I can't remember what, I made a pasta for Nicole once, and I can't remember what it was. It was like a garlic chili, or I'm I'm really struggling to remember what the actual flavour of pasta was. But it was hoboed. It was hoboed the shit out. I mean, there was a base recipe, and then I added a bunch of other shit. And I couldn't even tell you what I added. And she's like, you have to make this again. I'm like, if I can remember how. Whiskey and Coke. Ish. I mean, I also set the standards. And I can set them quite low. Right, what else is next on my prep list? I've done my brulee mix. Welcome to Chef Life. This is all the stuff that I should have done in 3 hours of prep this morning. I mean, I deliberately left a couple of things behind to show you guys. Because I thought, well, the boss is away, I will play. Steal his internet. Try to, anyway. It was Cajun. Oh, don't worry about drinks at our house. We've got booze. It just sits there going off. I went teetotal. Well, I say teetotal. Don't say binge drinking. I drink when the occasion calls for it. And by occasion, I mean it has to be an occasion, not just it's a Friday night. So, you know, I think I drank a little at the wedding. I will drink a little, you know, at a wedding I'll have a drink or two, I won't go crazy. If I'm at a festival, I go to town because I'm just at a festival there to get off my face and enjoy good music and friends. But if I'm just out socialising with friends, I kind of want to remember it. I kind of want to enjoy it. I don't want to be enjoying the drink. I don't need that crutch. Okay, so next is pie. I need to build some pies. Fortunately, most of the work's been done. You're just going to watch me building some pies, but you get to see how professionals do it. Maybe. Or how I do it. And we cheat. We buy in the pastry. Well, unless you're going top tier, no one's making puff fucking pastry. It's not worth the man hours. Yeah. Take it, mix it, put it in the fridge, take it out, roll it, spread some butter on it, fold it, you know, put it back in the fridge, come back 20 minutes, repeat. Do that about 8 times. So, you know, 3 hours to make a batch of puff pastry. Or, you know, I can just buy it for, I think a roll of puff pastry is about, off the top of my head, £5 more than the cost of ingredients. And it's a big roll, as you'll see. So for £5 more, I'm happy to pay you £5 to have done it for me, mate. And it's consistent. Again, consistency is key. I mean, puff pastry is easy. It's just time consuming, and I say easy. It's literally you can roll pastry, spread it with butter, fold it, turn it, roll it, spread it with butter, fold it, turn it 90 degrees, roll it, rinse and repeat. But every time you fold it, you want to put it in the fridge to reset, to make sure that butter sets. So it wants to be not in the mix, just like layers of butter that when they cook, it melts and leaves air pockets behind. I mean, that's it. It's literally just time consuming. It's not difficult, it's just time consuming. And obviously every fold is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. You know, you do 8 folds and suddenly you've got 256 layers. Nice, beautiful puff. Oh, you made gnocchi. Hoo-hoo. You're brave. Right, so let me get set up for the pie stuff. I will go grab all my ingredients. The camera might catch. I will sort it out when I come back. But you might get some back cam, you might see me walk around, you might get a tour of the kitchen. Who knows? It's up in arms what you're going to see. As long as it makes you happy and crazy. Which Waking up at 12 in my clothes again, for my head explode from a night of gin. Another night, alright. Oh, where have they all gone? Someone's put stuff away in the wrong place. Again. Where have my pie dishes gone? Where the fuck have... Why are they up on top of the oven? There's literally no reason. These live in a nice little stack up here. So why are they on a tray with the rest of the trays put away? I swear sometimes my KPs do shit just to piss me off. And oddly enough, it works. I want to break free. I want to break free. Buttcam, it got confused. Yeah, let's talk her. Okay, let's put you on desk cam. No more buttcam. There we go. Maître André, pâté fruitable, puff pastry, bought in, nice little roll. All rolled up with greasewood between it, already rolled out. This is a dream for people because it is just as simple as, I don't know how good the camera is, but it is literally just a simple case of where we used it before. Can I, will it turn with me? Sorry, I'm manually turning it to get a different view. Hopefully it works. Literally just unroll it and it's already rolled nice and thin, evenly ready to go. The graphics on this game look so real. I know, right? So, let's put you back that way. Hopefully you can see a little better than that. Ba, 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 ba. And then, time for you all to meet my friends. Don't say. This is literally the top of a stock ring. The reason we use it is this is much bigger than that, but it is the perfect ring. So being lazy, I'm just going to cut straight down, use it as a cutter, and cut myself some large discs of puff pastry. See, this is why I kind of want to get myself a GoPro, so I can strap to my head so you can kind of see what I see. So you can have a camera looking at me or butt or whatever it's fucking deciding to stare at. And then you also get a POV short shot. But we're going to have to wait until I've got an incredibly large amount of spare money before we buy that. And you didn't see any of that because it was off screen. Don't know, is that picking up the rings cuts? So yeah, I literally just pushed down on that. Custom made cutter. Custom made cutter. Simple as. And these are all going to be my bases, so I'm just going to take these up, pop them to one side, so that I can now discard the trim and the excess, and then roll out a bit more pastry so I can do the tops. Because these are wider, and these are going to be the bases of the pies. Because unlike other places, we bake pie. Pie is surrounded in pastry. This is not a dish with a puff pastry lid. This is a completely surrounded pie. Because as much as I've done those pies that are just in a dish, it's not really a pie. And if you're just going to give me a puff pastry lid, here's a trick for people. Take your puff pastry lid that you've cooked by itself and it's puffed up nicely and it's golden brown and it sits on top of the dish. Yep, and then cut it in half sideways and put the meat inside. Suddenly you've got a puff pastry pie. Okay, and then we're just going to take some smaller cutter ring. I've thankfully got predetermined sizes of what I need. So, easy enough to do. And again, like most things in the kitchen, we do batch cooking. And we do batch cooking by, I say batch cooking, wrong term of phrase. We do it in, because we're making batches, we do things in stages. Like, I'm not going to make one pie at a time. I'm going to make all 12 together. So I'm going to do all the bases, all the tops, all the bottoms. You know what I mean? And I'm going to line them all and build them all together, but stage by stage. So I'm going to do all of stage 1, all of stage 2, all of stage 3. Rather than stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, because it's considerably quicker. If you don't believe me, get yourself a dozen potatoes for your dinner. Next time you're doing a dinner, assuming you're doing a dozen potatoes. Yeah. Or however many you're doing, divide your potato pile in half. Take half your potatoes, peel them all, then cut them. Yeah, well, sorry, get yourself a timer, start a timer. Time yourself, peeling them all, then cutting them all. Then, time yourself, peel one, cut one, peel one, cut one, peel one, cut one. And you'll be horrendously amazed at how much different the time is. Even though you're doing the same job, that little gap of putting down tools and swapping tools actually amounts to a lot more than just a little seconds gap that you did. So let me put you back on face cam. Hi. I'm back because I'm actually done with the pastry now. I've cut it all out. I'm just going to pop it away, back in its wrapper. I mean, it's fairly well rolled up, and then the wrapper just restricts the airflow getting to the sides, so I can use it again. And then you're going to get some butt cam because I've got to put this in the fridge. Why is it fridges decide to move? It came out of that fridge but doesn't want to fit in that fridge. Oh, did it not track me? Oh, you didn't get back cam. Sorry. Do-do-do-do. Oh, no worries. Thank you for being here, Jimmy. It's 5 PM where you are. It's 4 PM where I am. I'd normally be ending to drive back here, but I don't have a driving time, so I can just keep going. Right, I'm making 12 pies, so I just want to make sure I've got 12 of these little pie molds, all with bases. All individual. And then I'm going to put the rest away. Oh, it followed me that time. Yeah, because I had to reach up. Fucking cheeky little shit. Camera's getting thirsty again. Where's Vit when you need him? Right, my one spray's dead. So I'm going to steal pastries. Okay. This is a chef's dream. It's just spray oil. We use a lot of it because there you go. Done. You just grease what you need. So I'm just going to lightly grease all my tins to help popping out the pastry easier. I say lightly because I don't want my pastry soaking up a load of oil and becoming very greasy. That would be bad. Right, I'm going to put these to one side. I'm just going to wipe the excess spray. I normally wouldn't bother, but I don't want my side being too shiny for you. We'll go back on this way. I'm just building some pies because I'm at work. So we take our disc. Where's the space? There you go, you can see me now. So I've got my disc, I'm literally just going to lightly, not going to press, I'm just going to let gravity do its work, lift it up over the edge, and let gravity do its work. I'm leaving, I don't know if you can tell, about 5mm gap. That's for my style of making pies. And then I'm just going to lightly brush the pie out, the pastry out. So it kind of looks like that. So yes, that's quite filled, but that'll happen when I spoon the filling in. Now I've just got to do that 11 more times. So sprayed, light on top. Now the reason I'm not pressing too gently or hard is because it is thin metal, it will cut the pastry, and I don't want that to happen. You know, the bottom of the pie doesn't make too much sense in how it's presented. Well, too much sense? Doesn't care too much how much it's presented, it just wants to be, you know, sealed so I don't end up with the mix everywhere else. Again, in brown, there's about a couple of minutes out because we'll need that excess for the moment we form the lid. Do this a dozen times. And yeah, say space is a problem when you're peeling and cutting potato, but if you have the space, or even just another tub. You know, traditional French cooking is a reason why this kitchen and every other kitchen I've ever worked in, even if it's not a traditional French kitchen, has stacks of these, just silver bowls of all different sizes. And the reason is, if you watch the film Ratatouille, it's a very prime example. You want to keep your section clear and clutter free. So you will have a bowl, if you're peeling potatoes, you will have 2 bowls on your section and your chopping board. Actually 3 bowls on your section and a chopping board, per se. Depends on you if you're doing it or not, but basically your bowl 1 contains all your potatoes that you're going to peel and prep. Bowl 2 is what you'll be peeling over, so all your peels fall into bowl 2, and then bowl 3 is where you put your peeled potatoes. So you just, you know, so you just got 3 basically containers, in this case silver bowls, potatoes in whatever stage they're in. And then you do the same when you're chopping them. You'd have your bowl that's got all the peeled ones in it, and then you'd have your chopping board with your knife, which would only contain on that chopping board would only be the potato you're cutting. And then once you've cut it, all the pieces are transferred to the cut pile, again in a bowl. And the reason being is if you need to stop and come back to it, or you know, it's very easy to pack away if you suddenly get an order for something that isn't. Like at the moment, if I was in the middle of service and I got an order, I couldn't suddenly just put this away in one hit. Yeah, that and temperature is also why you wouldn't be doing this in the middle of service with everything on and heat blasting away. And this one's getting a bit thin pastry because it's getting warm. Because to keep the noise down from outside, I've shut the door. And I've got the fan as low as I can. So it's actually quite warm in here. You know, my hand's not naturally red. It just is warm in here. So I am actually going to take a drinky pause in a moment. I've got 2 more pie bases to do, and then I'm going to take a little breather for a drink. Oh yeah, I am doing the world's first German accent, and it is good. It is making you want to return to the fatherland. Sorry, what? No breathers? Wow. No breathing in this stream. Not allowed to breathe in this stream. Everyone hold your breath. Waldo has commanded. We must all hold our breath. Okay, and I'm going to leave that one on the screen. I'm going to get a drink. Come over to my fridge. And because I knew I was streaming, I've got the green drink. Gotta have the green drink. First person to pass is out, loses, yeah? Yep, poison. Gotta poison everyone. Okay, so we filled up pies. I need to get some tools. The favourite tool in the kitchen, in my kitchen anyway, is what I call a chef spoon. Now this is a regular tablespoon that you use at home. This is my spoon. It's probably just a serving spoon or got some random name. I don't know. I just use it because it's big and allows me to do things in a lot less scoops. And that's what I want to do, is do this quickly. Yeah. And I'm singing, I'm dancing, and I'm making a mess. And it's fun to do this too. Okay. Huh? Oh, it is a tablespoon. You're going to put me in a pie in a minute. What? Why are you putting me in a pie? Look, I'm on shitty internet, there's lag. If you're going to talk about me, give me half a chance to read it. I mean, it's the same spoon that I'd give you in a restaurant to eat your food with. So, to me, that's a tablespoon. But anyway. I haven't got to the part where I'm putting what's in the pot. I've literally just got the filling in my hand and I was about to bring it to you. Good God, people. Give me a chance. Patience, I've just done the base. I've just cut the lids. I'm now on the filling. And I would be explaining to you what the filling is as I'm putting the filling in the pie. Is that alright with you? Does Nicole approve? Good. Okay. Anyway. I'm moving too slow for you. I'm sorry if I need to talk as well. I'm multitasking and talking. I'm building a pie. I'm not making a pie. Okay? This is just being a built pie. I'm not making a pie. I have in my hand my pie mix. Yep. I have a tub here of diced beef shin that I've already cooked off with onion, celery, carrots, garlic. Yep. It's nice and thick. It's mostly meat. The gravy has been reduced and thickened, so there is nothing going to be pouring out of this pie when it cooks, because I serve my gravy separate. It makes the pastry stay crispy, means the customer gets a lot more meat in their pie, and they're happier. Okay? No blind baking. Nope, this is a cooked to order pie. This takes about 12 minutes in a 150 degree oven. And it's also been cooked in Guinness. So is this the pie that's best? Yeah. So I just take a spoon, pop it in the middle. I want to try not to get any on that lip. And I'm going to fill this dish up as much as possible. This is going to be a 2-spooner, even with the big spoon. Which is why I like the big spoon. So yeah, literally looks like dog food. Tastes amazing when it's hot. It is unfortunately fridge cold, so all the gravy, there is gravy there. It's just very thick gravy that's solidified. You will. This is Nicole gravy. A spoon will stand up in it. But this is just the stuff inside the pie. Beef shin. Not beef and shit. Yeah, here's some beef and some fecal matter. And it's just going in the pie. Yeah. And as you can see in that one, I don't know if that's on camera, not quite. I'll do another one. where it has been diced and then cooked. It has also been sort of shredded and flaked down, so there's no big pieces, because big pieces are what will poke their way through the pie. I say big pieces, you know, there is big being like anything bigger than a centimetre or so cube, roughly. It's going to be too big that it will, when I go to put a lid on it, it's going to stay, because it's cold, it's going to hold its shape and be pointy and annoying and tear the pastry, which we don't want. Why do I have to call it a pie? Because it's encased in pastry. That's the definition of a pie. Yeah. I'm not American. I'm English. We're calling it a pie because it's encased in pastry. In fact, if you want to go down that route, Jimmy, yeah, this is closer to a sweet pie than a pizza pie, which is just a pizza. You go to, is it Boston in New York? I think they have pizza pies. I won't say it's Boston. It could be Chicago. Yeah? Go to Chicago or Boston in America and ask for a pie, and they'll give you a goddamn pizza. What, Waldo? A pie should be encased in pastry. It should not be a goddamn pizza. A pizza is not a pie, it's a pizza. The name's right there. What, you're in Boston? Or are you offended at my geography of knowledge of America is so piss poor that I'm confusing Boston and Chicago? You're in Chicago, are you? Sorry man, I didn't know that, but you know what I mean. You go into any pizzeria in Boston and you will order a pie. Oh, sorry, Chicago. Yeah. I don't know which one it is. I generally don't know what it is, but one of them is famous for their pizza pies, and they call them pies. And they're not pies; they're goddamn fucking pizzas. Like even other Americans call them pizzas. Why is it in this one city they are pies? I do not understand at all why they suddenly have to change the name. In fact, there's a fun brain tweezer for you. I could only think of two. Give me a second, I'm just going to wash my hands. Because I've had enough beef on them for now. I know I'm probably going to put more beef on because I've still got more pies to do. But enough's enough for now. And I'll wash my hands again, damn it. I mean, it's bread. Would you say a tart is bread? No. A pizza's more like, I don't know what I'd call a pizza. Cheese on toast. Without the toast. Can you call it a tart though? Don't tarts have to be pastry? But yeah. So here's the challenge for you. Name any food stuff that simply by taking the plain ingredient, yep, of whatever it may be, and then cook it, what would it change to? It changes name. Like, you don't add anything to it. Dread, go to sleep. Like, thank you for being here, but you should be in bed, my friend. So Winter's gone with bread. Winter's got the first one. Bread and toast. Bread by itself, you cook it, it becomes toast. Changes name just by cooking it. There's one other thing that I can think of that changes it. Gazpacho and soup. I mean, gazpacho is a type of soup. Heating it up doesn't suddenly make it soup. Just stops it being gazpacho, I suppose. Maybe. But dough can be cooked and become many different things. It's not always bread. I say the one I always use is sugar, because you cook sugar, you get caramel, and it's only a singular ingredient, which is you know. You didn't hear the question. What changes name when you cook it? Only by you cooking it. You've done nothing else to it. You know, you toasting a sandwich doesn't stop it being a sandwich. It just becomes, instead of a sandwich, it's now a toasted sandwich. You've added to it. You haven't removed the sandwich. You know, bread, you cook. Just hot sugar? No. No. It liquefies. Just hot sugar. Yeah, is it really cooked at that point? Yeah. Like the way I eat my steak. Alright, okay. So that's enough of that's all the pie's actually filled. Let me just pop the pie mix back in the fridge. You guys have a chat about whatever. Washing my hands again, which surprisingly happens a lot. I swear. Inside work, I probably have the cleanest hands ever. Yeah, Josh, this is a beef shit pie. Shin. Specifically the shin meat of a beef. Okay, which pie is the best one for me to do? Probably this one. Okay. Okay, so we've got our pie, nicely filled, and we've got our pre-cut lids. And all we're going to do is gently lay it over the top. Just like so, so it's kind of on the edge, but not quite. And then my technique for closing it, there's several. My technique for closing it is a pinch and a fold. So I'm just going to pinch, fold, twist. Yeah, I'm not too worried. See, there's what I mean by the lids. Pinch and fold and twist. I'm not too fussed if I don't necessarily pinch it close, as long as the side is on top. Because if the side needs to be on top, that way it's got a lip round it. I don't know if my hand gestures are actually working. And that way, if it does leak, it's going to leak into itself, not out. Because I do not want any gravy going down the side of the pan, because that's when the fucker will stick. Yeah, that's also why I say we thicken the hell out of the gravy before in the mix, so that we don't end up having a very wet mix. And that water pastry, if you've ever worked with pastry, you don't want to get it wet. It's a bad idea. And then let's say I can lightly push it down and give it a good side. I say so. That is, as I say, pretty much solid meat and pastry, proper pie. Not one of these ones where you open it up and you're like, oh, I got like 3 bits of meat and some gravy, a shit ton of gravy. Nope, our pies are, where's the gravy? Oh wait, a jug comes out with it. And then just gonna speed up and do a few more, because I just noticed the time, and yeah, I would like to try and get one other thing done before I have to say goodbye to you guys. And I got other staff showing up because they haven't consented to be on stream, so I don't really want, yeah, not that you meet them, but the front of house are probably not like, what, I'm on camera, oh, look at me, or very, very shy and running away going, no, no, turn it off, ah. Right, no pricking the top? Not yet. Right now I'm just building them. As I build everything in stages. I haven't even egg washed these yet. I mean, I can send them raw. You just got to make sure you send back the dish. Because it's not mine, it belongs to work. In fact, if you wanted to swing past, because I think I'm nearer you guys. I'm just outside Siren. So it's closer to you. We do takeaway. No delivery, but takeaway. So you can order it up, choose a time, and I'll have it cooked ready in a takeaway box for that time. It still has to be during my, kitchen hours. See, it's closer to you, so you can just come, most of the way to my house, and then pick up a pie. We don't deliver to, I won't even deliver to my neighbour, mate. So I'm not delivering to Chicago, no. You're supposed to be making arrabbiata. Oh, have a chat with Jimmy. Jimmy's making arrabbiata if he's still about. I was trying to convince him to instead have an English version of a carbonara, or a hobo carbonara if you want. Because he was like, he finds the egg heavy. I'm like, yeah, me too. That's why I don't make it that way. I basically do a garlic, white wine and cream sauce with bacon and mushroom. Yes, I don't have a pun on the stream, but it goes to Jared, who should be fucking sleeping, and I hope he's watching this on his phone while he's curled up in bed. Ooh, we've got a Jeanette joining us just in time to watch me butcher some pies, because Jeanette, I'm a professional chef, Jeanette's a professional cook. Her food is fucking amazing. Her cook streams, I'm literally sitting again like, oh my god, I want to eat it. Ooh. Perfect choice. Hopefully it's not echoing too much. I've got alerts on speakers because I'm obviously not wearing headphones because it's not the best for walking around the kitchen. I also probably imagine that if I went up to my fridge they'd be out of range. But yeah, Dread can't get no sleep, he's insomniac. Yeah, for those of you just joining, and Jay especially, I'm at work, but I owe you guys a lunchtime stream, and I fucked up on Monday. So basically I decided, boss is away, I'm going to play. So I'm streaming from work, which is why I'm building pies, not cooking pies, because I'm just doing some prep for work. Okay, so we've got our pies. I'm going to go get some egg yolk and a brush, and then we're literally just going to brush a little bit of egg yolk on top, stick a hole in with a knife, and that's me, and then I'll just chuck them in the oven. And these ones will take about 12 minutes to order when I order them and I've got a rationale, so fan assisted oven at about 180, 185. And then, yeah, whack them on a plate without the metal. And lots of gravy, lots of mash, lots of veg. Right, okay, you might get butt cam because I'm going to go upstairs again. I can't get, no, oh god, camera went completely crazy. Went all the way over there. Right, back a sec, just going to make a store. Too old for this shit. Too old for this shit. Far, 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 far too old for this shit. Right, pop in desk cam, put it back on AI. Having to do that a lot because for some reason it doesn't want to track me. And I only bought one dish down and I'm cracking eggs. Oh. That's what you get when you're a speckle. I'm a very speckle boy. Da, 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 da. So cracking eggs, flat surface, one crack only. Just cracking a couple of eggs because I used all my pasteurized egg yolks for the whatchamacallit? The brulee. That's the word. And then I'm just going to break them up a bit with the egg yolk, and then I'm going to put you back on the downwards camera. Boop. Find the pie. And yep, it's just got some egg wash. Just going to light the egg wash. I'm not going to focus on the folded crust too much because I don't care what that looks like. That'll go nice and grow by itself. A little bit of egg yolk. And then if I can find my knife, let me just poke a little tiny hole in the top. For the world's worst knife ever. I literally just grabbed a turning knife because it's right there. I would not recommend the turning knife. It doesn't want to be pokey anymore. Wants to be annoying. So we'll let it be annoying. So I'm just going to say in, slight twist, just so there's a hole to let the steam out. And that's it. That is a pie ready to go in the oven. Now I'm going to do that a dozen more times and chat to you because I feel like it. Hello, are you going to keep tracking me? Yay, it's tracking me finally. So yeah, how has your day been? Tell me what you guys have been up to. Nicole I know is working. Everyone's starving. Well, I did warn as best I could that this was going to be a cooking stream, so you know, food is kind of a thing you cook. Oh yeah, and for those of you, in case you're wondering, the reason I egg wash and then put the hole is because if you put the hole and then egg wash it, you run the chance of sealing the hole with the egg wash. So, you know, order of operations is a thing. No more whispering winds. Dread wants the pies. Well, Dread, you're welcome to come and order one. It's a bit of a journey. But I keep telling you, you should piss to the UK, because at least then I can deal with one of your streams when I'm not at work. And I've missed a bloody pie. Nothing beats an exploding pie. I mean, the KP will beat the exploding pie, because he's the poor bugger who's got to clean the oven. Because like hell am I doing it. And be like, nah, I didn't. My pie didn't explode. Someone else made that pie. My pies don't explode. Oh, dear. Everyone's joining the pie house. What? Why is my... Hello, camera. Follow me, please. Thank you. Why are you randomly pointing over there? You're supposed to be pointing at this muggin. Seriously, you just can't get the camera people these days. Oh. And then this is a gastronorm. This is a standard cooking pie tray. Most things I bake go in one of these bad boys. That is 32 portions of sticky toffee pudding, 32 portions of brownie, basically any sponge or tray bake, it'll be 32 portions. One of these bad boys, and that's what I tend to make, because you know, why make 10 and then tomorrow make 10? Make 30 now. Job done. Can it handle a broiler heat without deforming? Well, a gastronorm tray. It's solid stainless steel and goes into a rationale capable of bringing it to 300 degrees, so it should be. They do deform a little bit like some of the smaller, thinner ones, cheaper ones, because I think they've started making with thinner, cheaper metal to cut the costs. But you can get like this bad boy's a good, you know, I want to say about 1.5 mil thick sheet steel that's formed out of. It is a chonk boy. It is not melting. Yours walk like hell. Yeah, that is a problem. I mean, I don't think I've got this. Oh, bad camera. Follow me. Like this, you can see, this was a perfectly straight tray at one point. I don't know if you can see it now, but it's all kind of warped and wonky. Like, to me, I mean, I don't know if that's the heat. And here, this cameraman is drunk. I don't know if it's the heat or if it's more the, if it's more the KP's banging it around in the sink and smashing it with others and putting loads of pounds in it. This goddamn camera and me are going to have a falling out. Right, camera, you're not supposed to be randomly staring off into the fucking distance, are you? There we go. Hello. Hello. Look at the face. Follow the face. The camera is drunk. The camera is still drunk. No, it doesn't want to. Yay! Come on, come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes! It's the Southern White face. There we go. Doesn't need an on-off again. I'm not doing an on-off again on this. I've had tech issues today. I'm using a potato for a laptop to stream with on basic broadband that I'm having to access wirelessly, and it's only wireless G as well. It's not even like wireless N or 6E or 7. My connection is not the strongest. I'm not risking anything. Full size rationale? No, mine's actually only a half size. I've got, let me just go have a look see. I don't know if you can see it from there, if the camera does enough. This is my rationale. Let me get a size. It's a 4, 5, 6. It's a 10 shelfer. So that means it's got to take 10 of those at once. Surprisingly, 10 shelfer, 10 shelves. That's half size. Full size rationales are much taller. Like the full size rationale I had in Ireland, I had 3 full size, and I say full size. That I don't know if you saw it on the camera, but that's like this high, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, to about waist height, and that's the bottom of the oven. The oven's on a stand. I've worked in ones where it's a little bit higher than that, probably about another 8 inches to a foot taller, and it goes all the way to the ground, and they're trolley loaded, which is to say the door opens, and these are big enough that you could stand in. 3 people could squeeze in, 2 people could comfortably stand in, and you just wheel a trolley full of stuff in, shut the door and let it cook. One kitchen you worked at a 4-6 shelf. I would love a 4-6 shelf for home. I seriously would love one of these ovens. These ovens are amazing. I mean, it's German quality, as you can imagine, but any oven that has a button that you can push and it cleans itself, fuck yeah. Literally, like, I mean, I put it on an oven on Sunday. I can't drag the camera around there, the cable's not long enough. But the inside of that oven is shiny clean, and we ain't cleaned it. We literally put a tablet in it, well, a few tablets in it, and push a button, and it self-cleans. Hallelujah. Bake the witches comfortably. Yeah, you don't bake witches. I'm not allowed to bake witches. Nicole doesn't want to be baked. Apparently it's a thing. I don't know what the great info is, but yeah. I talk random shite. Right, so that is unfortunately my prep list done. And we have gone 4:30. So that is going to be it for today's lunchtime cookie stream. Pending how I feel tomorrow, I'm in two minds. Because unfortunately, if you could tell from the fact I'm on first cam and I'm at work, I lugged all my stream setup here. Well, I lugged cameras and microphone and stuff here, which I'm happy to do again. But the trouble is whether or not, if I want to go, I need to make the decision at some point. Do I lug it back? Because today, thankfully, I did like 2 tables of 2, nothing. Tomorrow, I've got like 25 people booked in an hour, which normally is not a problem, but the other chef's on holiday, so it's just me in the kitchen cooking it all. So depending on what the customer orders, it could be fun. So I'm like, I might actually want to break. But if I feel up to it, I might do another cooking stream and see what we've got to see what prep we've got left to do, or what I don't even know what my prep list tomorrow is going to be. It depends on what people order it tonight. It might be small, in which case there'll be nothing left for me to do for you guys. And if it's big, there'll be too much for me to do to you guys because I might put the camera on, but it'll be minimal interaction. It'll be like watching me work because I need to go. Do I do takeouts Hungary? I do takeouts. But takeouts are collection only. Sorry. Yeah, could kind of do a co-working stream, Rob Dread's ideas. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know what that's going to be like. It depends on factors that I just don't know the answer to. Fundamentally being, do I want to do this again? I'm not against it. But, tiny little things that annoy me. We're on 720p. I should be broadcasting at 4K. Laptop can't handle it, and the internet can't handle it. I've got so many things turned off because I don't have headphones, so I can't hear you. So you can't do, bits, scares, alerts, jumps. The interaction is going to be me talking at you and occasionally looking at chat. And with this lag, whew, I don't know. I hold myself to a high standard when I stream, and then I give you guys shit. So yeah, we don't know. Plus, I know say, but if I'm gonna go home, it's gonna be like, do I have time to set it up? It might be, if I want to break, do I gonna have time to reset up the stream for a normal lunchtime stream? I don't know. I can just keep talking crap for hours and discussing shit. Oven cam. Yeah, half an hour in, the camera decides the wall is more interesting. Pretty much. I mean, I don't know if you remember the cooking stream that went on for way too fucking long and introduced the world to first cam. There's so many pictures of my ass. This is ridiculous. Like, it's horrendous. The camera just decided that instead of face tracking my, it's an AI camera. I move over here, it follows. It's supposed to be tracking the face. Somehow it decided, no, the butt's the face. Down there I must look. And keep looking. And I don't know why. Okay, that's done. Right, so let's see if we have a raid target to raid out to. I don't know anyone else who's streaming cooking. How do I do that on a phone? Quick actions. No. There we go. Which one's the raid? None of these look like raid buttons. What does the raid symbol look like? That is streaming together. No, I'm not doing a joint stream. I'm not collab. And now I'm back on auto mode. I don't want auto mode. Oh my words. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's close our stream manager and see who's alive, and I'll do it in freaking chat. Who do I follow? I've only got a Pirate Software Live, who's a partner and probably doesn't need a stream from me randomly. So do you guys have at all anyone you'd like to go and raid and see? We will go there. I'll literally take the first person I see, and we'll go there. And if not, we'll just end it. And I'll see some of you tomorrow for some form of stream, whether it's me sailing on a raft again, me back in this kitchen doing some work again, or me snoozing on the couch while you guys go, what the fuck kind of stream is this? As I've died in work. Dread's gone LNL covers. Okay, we're going to go there. But I love the fact that Dread, the guy who's, I mean, what time is it in Australia now? Ooh. Probably about 2 in the morning there, Dread? Somewhere around there? 2:30? You should be asleep, my friend. Right, how do you do it? So it's / raid, not Tade. LNL. As long as I hope that's the full spelling, because I have no fucking clue. LNL covers. We are going to go see Raid LNL covers. I have used Raid correctly. Perfect. It's working. It's always daytime somewhere. Time is a construct. Yes, but it's what we use to... It's a construct that's handy. Much like a house, like a roof to keep the rain out. Time is a construct that allows you to organise and schedule and plan. Which are all very important things. Okay, we use it to cook pies. Fair enough. I am using... I hopefully am raiding. I don't know if this is going to auto raid. I'm not getting the notification in chat anymore. Let's see if the PC's doing it. So I can't do too much on the PC because I'm using 80% of my tiny little shitty CPU. Oh no, there we go. Okay, we are raiding. It is going. It is counting down. And it's going to auto raid out in a bit. So I would say thank you all for being here. Don't forget, get drinks, get snacks, stand up, stretch, get away from the screen, do whatever it is you need to do to be safe and healthy. And I'll see you all next time. Enjoy the raid, and thank you for being here once again. And it's still counting down. But yeah, seriously guys, look after yourselves. And I love you all. And the raid still isn't out.